Are you getting tired of those same old boring stash runs that make you good money, don't get me wrong, but they don't improve on your PvP skills? So if you want to make money and you want to improve on PvP, this is the video for you. Stay tuned because we're going to get right into it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to an early wipe friend of mine, The Lab. Wait, don't click off the video. I know what you're thinking. Bro, this is The Lab. I'm literally trying to make money and you're throwing me into labs. Listen. I said early wipe friend. You can do labs, early wipe, sometimes even late wipe, later in the wipe, and you can get decent PvP interaction with a minimal player base, fight AIs, and still get all the really good loot. Alright, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to find a dead server on the launcher server browser. You're going to find one that's relatively dead, doesn't give you too bad of ping, and you're going to see how many players are currently trying to run labs. If there's 2 to maybe 4 people in the lobby, you have a safe chance of running it and only running into 3 max to 0 players in that lobby. Now, if you team up with a friend, your chances of surviving go through the roof because then your odds of winning a gunfight go up. Now, that being said, I didn't say this was going to be easy. You will die sometimes, you will die to AI, you will die to some level 60 some labs main, and it'll get frustrating, but that's why we're here. We're here to learn how to better our PvP skills and at the same time get loot. So how are you going to get into labs? There's a couple ways you can do this. So personally, I have good scav karma. If you're a bad scav, shame on you. I don't like you. You make me cry. But anyways, I have good scav karma, so I actually spawn with labs cards fairly often, and I'll just save them for raids like this where I want to go to labs. Or if you have Therapist max level, you can buy them for 166,000 rubles every reset. Alright, so your next question might be, how much money am I going to make per run? Is it worth it? So a general rule of thumb, as long as you make above 166,000 to pay off the previous cards you came in with, that's good. You made profit, you can buy another card back. If you have loyalty level 4 with Therapist, you can always buy another card, run it back, you didn't lose any profit, as long as you didn't die. Other than that, I really don't have an answer for you. I'm not a labs main, I don't know all the spawns on labs for loot. If you want to, you can go to the Escape from Tarkov wiki, or there's a bunch of YouTube videos explaining where specific loot is on the map. Unfortunately, I don't have that knowledge for you. But what I can tell you is, without myself personally knowing the map all too well, I have a general sense of it. I have made out with an average of a minimum 500k per raid, up to probably 2 mil was my max, and that was pulling like 2 GPUs, a bunch of streamer items. So labs is known to be one of the maps, or the map with the most computer spawns, which gives you a higher probability of coming out with graphics cards, especially with duffel bags. Those have spawn for those as well. I haven't found any LEDXs yet down in the center area by Dome, but that's just my instance, killing raiders, selling their gear. So I average about 500 bare minimum to around 740, 800k is like a typical run for me. So your next question might be, or your next concern might be, but Bron, I don't want to run in with my best gear. I don't want to lose it. How can I do it? Oh boy, do I have a clip for you. But first I'm going to tell you, the MP18 from Jaeger, 18,000 rubles, and whenever you spawn with it as a scav, you always, in my instance, spawn with BT, which was one of the best rounds for it. You can do some damage in labs. Now that you've seen that clip, take a look at the gear I brought in versus what this guy brought in. This poor soul, all because of BT. So don't be afraid to put on some underwhelming gear, if you will, but some really good ammo. It can do wonders for you. Alright, so this clip is a different instance. It was another raid where I went in with the MP18 and I killed a bunch of raiders. I was solo. I took this MP5 out, added a couple modifications, and we snowballed it back in. Alright, so with a little bit of luck and a little bit of peeker's advantage, I ended up winning that gunfight with that RIP ammo. So that just goes to show you don't have to have the best gear. I paid virtually nothing for this gear. The only thing I bought was the stock for the MP5, and that was it. And then I've been rolling this kit that you're watching me loot off this guy right now for 3 raids so far, and I haven't lost it yet. So that just goes to show you, you don't need the best gear to succeed. Alright, so now that we've covered PvP, I'm just going to show you some clips or some screenshots of the last few loot runs that I got and show you the money. If you want to do the math yourself, I already told you the averages. That's pretty much all I got for you today. Just get out there, you know, break out of that shell of not wanting to PvP if that's you. Run some labs, run some dead labs in particular. You get some really good loot and you get some good PvP experience. That's all I got for you today. If you like what I'm doing here, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel. Leave a comment down below if you like this video or if you want to see a different video in particular. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you didn't, go ahead and leave a dislike. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Deuces.